Hello, welcome to Game Talk. I'm your host Robbie, and today we're going to be talking about Hollow Knight Voidheart with our special guest, James Hassel. But first, let's talk about the history of this game. The history of Hollow Knight is pretty simple, and that it's made by a team of just only 3 people. Ari Gibson, Willem Pellin, Jack Vine, and they just wanted to make a game about a bug exploring a bunch of underground caves. That silly idea would turn into one of the biggest games of that year, and still is today. Before we talk to James Hassel, I will talk about what my opinion of this game really is. I really like how the story is told. It has a very clear laid out plot. There's a bunch of other paths that you could take. You don't even need to really do the whole main story. There's a bunch of hidden bosses that you could do, and it's really overall super fun. But that just may be my opinion. We could also go talk to some other people, like James Hassel that we'd be talking to right now. James here, and we're going to be talking about what he thinks of this game.
Hi.
So, what do you think of the story of the game?
It's a very lore-based game with lots of areas and stuff like that really dive deep into, the lore of the game. So, it's pretty cool.
Nice. So what is one of the most frustrating things that you have to do?
Well, in the game, there's a skip in the area called Fogg's Canyon, and it requires 2 very precise downwards hits to get to where you get Mantis Claw, which is an ability in the game that is really vital.
Which you would get after beating the Mantis Lords?
No. It's a pickup type ability.
No. There you got after beating the
You
Mantis
get
Lords.
it in Mantis City.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Hmm?
But it's deep in there.
Who's your favorite boss in the game?
So, I don't know his name, but he's like a toad, and he's pretty cool because his abilities revolve around the power you get when you beat him, called Desolate Dive. So, he's a pretty cool boss, and he can teleport, which is not part of the ability, but it's pretty cool.
I think his name is Soul Master or something like that.
Yeah, it's
Soul Master. What's your favorite ability in the game?
Well, probably just Crystal Dash. Crystal Dash is a really fun, just cool ability, and it has cool animations and cool just graphics.
Nice. What do you like it? Just because it has cool graphics?
Yeah, and animations and stuff.
Do you use it a lot for skips?
Well, yeah, in some areas you just genuinely need it, but It's not necessarily a required ability, but I like speedrunning the game, so I kind of need it a lot.
Nice. What's your favorite enemy that you fight?
So, in Crystal Caverns, there's like a little spider kind of creature, and it has like crystals jutting out from its back, and it crawls around, and if it gets shot by a laser, the laser reflects off it, so it's pretty cool.
If it gets shot by a laser?
Well, yeah, the lasers in Crystal Cavern.
Like the people that shoot lasers?
No, just there are lasers. Like when you're going to get Crystal Dash, it's a platformer kind of area. So the platforms, for one thing, turn upside down and there are crystals underneath them whenever you're going through it. But another obstacle is these like laser cannons that just shoot lasers at you that turn off, occasionally and turn back on.
Huh. Okay. I think I know what you're talking about. Not really. What do you think of the art of the game?
It's pretty cool. There are really well drawn and well thought out areas that really bring to the vibe of the game a more I don't know the word, but it's just really cool.
Nice.
Art, and it's great for the game.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you on that. Who is your favorite NPC in the game?
Grubfather is a really cool NPC, but he's not. I don't know if he's my favorite, actually, since there's a person who, I don't know his name, but he gives you a nail upgrade, and the nail is what you use to attack stuff with, so he's pretty cool.
Yeah. What about Mila? The miner.
I don't know. They mid.
Yeah. Who's your favorite DLC boss?
So, I don't know his name, but he's like a white version of HTK, or no, THK, and
not the Pale King. He's the one that controls him. It would be the true Hollow Knight.
Yeah. So
Pure Vessel.
That one.
The Pure Vessel. Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
What's the hardest boss fight besides the Pure Vessel and the Radiance?
Probably just Moth.
The Moth?
No. In what area was it? Soul Sanctum. There's an area like at the very top where there are these like dung beetle. There's this dung beetle boss.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And there are two of them at every single time. So they're pretty annoying.
And they just like keep on spawning in.
Yeah.
You have to defeat them fast before there's too many. What's your favorite area in the game?
Blue Lake is a really nice area.
Yeah, that's like a pretty cool area.
Yeah, it looks really nice too. So.
Was there a boss that you beat on your first try?
Well, other than the first boss in the game, there's a boss that's actually one of the ones required for beating the game called Umu.
Oh, God.
And I beat them first try, but...
Yeah. They're not super difficult, but they're super annoying.
Yeah.
Was there a boss that, like, took you so many tries that you just gave up and then came back?
Not really, no. I mean, like, there is, like, in the Hollow Knight series, there is a boss that has taken me so many tries. did not really enjoy it at all, but it's called Savage Beast Fly, and it's in Silk Song. Oh my god.
He was insanely annoying.
Yeah. Actually, worst boss in the game, by the way.
Yeah. It just like he kept on spawning enemies.
Yeah. Also,
it was harder than Grandmother Silk, honestly, in my opinion.
Definitely.
She took me like 5 tries. That took me like 10.
Another one is Widow, but I beat her relatively quickly.
I beat her on my first try.
Wow.
She was relatively easy.
Also, the Act 1 boss to move to Act 2.
Act 1 boss.
Like at the end of Act 1.
What was that one again?
It's like a knight with fire powers.
Oh, I thought that was end of Act 2 going to Act 3.
No.
Oh, no. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. It's like this guy who has a bell that swings around. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Alright, so now that we've talked to you about what you thought of the game, which is, I would say, pretty good, yeah?
Yeah, it's a great game.
Yeah. So, now for the final segment, I'm going to ask you what your favorite games are, and if you could tell us about them.
Well, not necessarily my favorite game, but I mentioned Silk Song earlier, and it's a great game. Lots of abilities, lots of areas, different acts. Really just a long but fun game.
Do you think they're going to do the CSROs?
What?
Or do you know when the CSROs releases?
No.
But I think that's releasing soon.
Yeah.
Are there any other games?
Well, this game my friends and I recently got into called Burgling Gnomes. And it's pretty much just like you're a couple gnomes and you have to complete a task, 4 tasks before you escape. And the tasks can range from breaking this old man's TV to stealing from him. It's a very fun game, and you can have a max of like 6 players, so it's crazy.
Is there like a money price?
No, it's free.
Oh.
It's still in
like,
beta.
What's the most amount of money that you got from stealing?
There's not a
there's not money?
price, no.
Like any other games?
Well, this game called Airport Security Sucks is really fun.
What's that game about?
It's another multiplayer game, and you're either TSA or you're trying to
I think I've seen this game.
sneak contraband past TSA.
Yeah, and like it's one of the people can disguise into a bag.
Yeah.
It's basically like trying to sneak contraband onto a plane.
Yeah, so it's pretty fun.
I've seen the clips of that. Yeah. That does seem pretty fun.
One of my favorite games right now called Rainbow Six Siege.
I've played that a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm not the best at it. The amount of kills I've gotten is like 5. The amount of times I've been killed is like 30. I'm pretty bad at it.
I peaked like Diamond 1 in it, so.
Nice.
But
I haven't played ranked. I know how to get cooked.
But it's like a really fun shooter game with a lot of tactics and strategies that your team can employ against the other team. So, yeah, it's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Especially with friends. So, another really pretty cool game that I've played is called Elden Ring. Very popular game. Took over 50 hours for me to beat, but It's a similar game to like Bloodborne and that genre of games, and it's overall just a pretty fun game. Really hard bosses, that kind of, experience.
Was there in particular a boss that you had struggles with?
Not really, no. They're all just generally hard.
Was there a super easy one?
Technically yes, technically no. I beat them faster than I did the others, but it still took me a while to beat her.
Okay. So the easiest one was still a little difficult?
Yeah.
Some other games?
Well, there's a current game I'm playing called Bloodborne that I mentioned just now. Similar game to Elden Ring. I'd say a lot easier though. It has the same premise of being a open world game like that, and yeah, it's pretty fun. There's still hard bosses, but easier. And they're sequels to Bloodborne, stuff like that. So, and it's made by the same people who made Elden Ring, so it's pretty cool.
Nice.
Well, there's a game that I really want to try, and I've watched content on it, but it's called Black Myth Wukong, and it follows also the same premise, but it is very graphically intensive, so it's just kind of hard to run, but it's also a really cool game.
Nice. I'm going to recommend some games to you. You have an Xbox, yeah?
No.
No.
PC.
Do you have a PS5?
I'll probably be able to play the games either way.
Okay. So there's this game called Crypt Custodian.
Yeah.
You're basically a cat that has died. You're sent down to basically the afterlife. You have to go to this like toad-like person, but in order to get there, you have to get a broom. Now this cat has lived like a good life and all of that, so they would be able to get into what that would be heaven. But when going through everything, you have to break some things to get there, which they would consider bad. So you would have to go to what they would go hell, which is being a custodian.
Huh.
So basically you spend hell as a custodian, but then you eventually, like at the end, you overthrow them and basically like make them go to their crying corner, which is at the end of the game. You can eventually get into it to discover their story. So that's pretty fun.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. There's this game that I'm playing currently. It's called Death's Door, which you're a raven, like a reaper type thing. So you would I haven't finished it yet. I'm like halfway through, but I'm trying to do this difficult run on my first try, which is you use an umbrella the whole time. 0.87% of players have ever gotten that achievement. The umbrella does half the amount of damage your normal weapon would. I've gone through about half of the game already.
Wow.
It is insanely difficult. But I know I'm almost there. It's just a little more, and then I get it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's pretty fun. So, that is all the time that we have for today. Thank you, James, for joining us. And We'll see you next time.
6 hours.